start recording. Hold on, let me explain some of the things here. So you're able to pick whatever character you want. I'm assuming Bowser, right?
Yeah.
We're going to do a best of 5 just to kind of see where you're at the moment, and
Okay.
then I'll just kind of see what you're doing, and if I'm not really picking up on anything in that best of 5 yet, I'll ask for some more games and everything. And after that best of 5, I'll tell you what you need to work on, and we can spend that time working on whatever I said we should work on. Either just by playing some games or just practicing like I don't know, like a specific combo or anything. It depends. It depends, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, we can just kind of get started here.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Good luck.
You too.
Okay. Just make sure that's good. Okay, we are set.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay. Just gonna pressure your shield a little here.
my ass.
That was a good first game, man.
No, thanks.
Order is not written.
That is 1-0. Also, you're able to pick whatever stage you like. I don't know if I mentioned that at first.
Alright. I don't really care.
Alright. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, you got very lucky there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that was good. That was very good.
Oh shit.
Gotta be careful, man.
My fingers got hurt.
I was so prepared for that.
Oh, fuck,
Ah,
I had
yeah,
to
you didn't. You
jump
lost the
snare.
double jump. I even realized after I forward smashed. I was like, oh, you're dead. Wait a minute.
You'll never defeat
Damn.
me.
That was good.
That was good by you, man.
Thank you. Okay. I think I already have a general idea, but let's do one more game. I want to make
Okay.
sure.
And not to talk shit anymore, but like when me and Vitality play, it's usually like we both get down to the last stock, and it's like
3,
a hit or miss on who wins.
go!
So it goes even the entire time, did you say?
It depends. If he plays his hard stoners like me Gunner, it's a little bit harder. But against like his Ness or his Bowser Jr. stuff like that, I usually have an easier time. His Inkling, I don't really have a hard time against, but his Meat Gunner, he can usually beat me with. And I think being I tend to play very bait and punish heavy on Bowser,
Well,
where
for me,
I should be getting in.
I feel like you play really defensive. It's not even like a bait and punish kind of thing. Because if you were playing bait and punish, I think you'd be running up and shielding more, to be honest.
Okay.
But right now, from what I'm seeing, you're playing a very defensive kind of play style. I rolled straight into that. I feel dumb. Uh-oh. Roll please, roll please, roll please, roll please.
Mike, you lag switched me.
I did not! Aw. Yeah.
Would have been a shield break.
There we go. Oh, you're not dead?
That's
Nice.
done.
So, how long have you been playing Smash?
I've been playing Smash for a while, but it was like off and on. Like I'd play once every like 3 months, but consistently I started playing over the last month.
Okay. Do you understand the fundamentals of the game? Like, what disadvantages, what neutral is, all those?
Yeah. At least I think so.
I would definitely want to ask you what you think they are. Just so
Okay.
I can get a general idea of what your perspective is. Because
So,
mine,
like the
mine can be a lot different from yours. That's why I was like, okay, I should probably.
fundamentals, as in like spot dodging, stuff like that. Like
No,
frame
it's
grabbing,
like
stuff like that.
it's like the states of like neutral, advantage.
Oh,
disadvantage, you know,
oh.
those states.
At least I think I do. Like having neutrals, like controlling the center ground, right?
That's a part of it, yeah.
Being at disadvantage, I guess, would be being off the stage or in the air, to an extent, in the air. I mean.
Okay. Sorry, you're getting all these things because I'm like, okay, I'm thinking about how I can like tell you a little more about these things. I should probably focus. When do you think advantage state is?
Having someone like ledge guarding someone. I would say being lower percent, obviously. But I guess that doesn't always have to be an advantage. I mean, it is an advantage, but I don't
You
know
are
if
in a
that's,
good position when you are at like 0 compared to 100.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, am I dead?
Is that dead?
Good
Get
DI.
your ass.
No, you're not getting me. No. Okay, maybe you are. Maybe you are.
Oh!
You got me in the first half, not
You'll
gonna
never
lie.
defeat me.
But I guess advantage states would be having them at higher percents, having them off the stage. I don't know, stuff like that. It's kind of hard to think right off the top of your head, but like,
Well, I feel like you should know these things like by the back of your hand, because when you're playing in all these states, you need to know exactly what points you are at. Like, okay, I'm on the ledge, I'm in a disadvantaged spot, I have a limited amount of options, blah blah blah, right?
okay, so being above someone on platforms when they're below you, you'd be at the disadvantage, right?
That's a good one, yeah.
I guess I don't know if it counts, but being in the air, like if you're not the one aggressing.
I would say it depends on your positioning, or what, both characters' positionings.
Fair.
Okay, sorry, give me a second. Someone else just DM'd me. Okay, I think, okay. I have a feeling you need to know the specifics of what states are what, right? Like you have a general good idea of it, but I think I can explain a little bit of a better idea, right?
Okay.
And you should keep these in the back of your mind whenever you're playing in like these kind of states, right?
Gotcha.
First, I'm gonna explain neutral. So in neutral, we both have the same amount of options, right? If we're both standing below this platform, we're both in a neutral state. We don't have any kind of advantage against each other, and we're just trying to get away in, right? So if I were to run up and shield and expect you to like attack, guess what? You can kind of do the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Because we both have the same amount of options. So then if we both run up and shield, what happens? Well, one of us can grab, one of us can just drop shield and back off, right? So it could be like run up shield and then see that we're doing that, back off immediately, see if we get some kind of reaction, right? There's so much that can happen during neutral. And once the neutral interaction happens, it goes into who got hit and who's now taking the advantage, which goes into both the advantage and disadvantage states. So let's say I were to up tilt you onto this platform, right? And you started to get scared and you decided to jump on this platform to get to some kind of safety, right? When you're on this platform, you're kind of just stuck here. There's no easy way off. There's no like shield drop like there was in like Smash 4 or anything, right? Or like shield dropping through like the platform. Yeah, what you used to be able to do is you used to hold shield and then you can just drop through shield or
Gotcha.
drop while being able to hold shield. That used to be a cool little thing you can do with platforms, but you can't really do that anymore.
Gotcha. So it'd be my objective to
Your
find a way
objective?
to get back to neutral.
Yes, you need to absolutely, when you're in a disadvantage state, you need to absolutely get back to neutral. Yeah,
Okay.
like you see all these people like going on the ledge, right, and then using double jump forward air, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's technically challenging the opponent, which is in an advantage state. Since you have limited options, if
okay.
you were to use like double jump forward air, right? Of course, there's going to be a way to like a counter attack that by just throwing out an attack before they use their forward air, right? That means they lose their double jump, as well as not having a good option off the ledge. You didn't reset neutral, right? So the whole main goal of disadvantage is just to get out of disadvantage and reset neutral. It's like building your way into advantage, right? You start off low by going into disadvantage. Once you reset neutral, you have a chance now. But if you lose neutral, you have to think of it as, okay, I'm now in a disadvantage spot. I need to get out of this as fast as possible so then I can get my own advantage, right? And a good way to think of different types of disadvantage are when the opponent's above you, right? Like I said, positioning matters a lot. So if I were right under you compared to like right here, which spot is more disadvantage?
For you or me?
For you. If I were
If you were right under me, right?
exactly, if I were right under you, you would have a harder time getting out of disadvantage because I can put up constant hitboxes such as like up tilt, right? Where if I were over here, I would have to run all the way over here and then use an up tilt. Which then,
Gotcha,
by
yeah.
the time I'm running over here, you can do like
I
a
can just get back.
drop forward air. And guess what? I get knocked back, and now neutral's just kind of reset from here. So whenever we both have the same amount of options, that's kind of where neutral stands. And now there's also the whole fact of like stage advantage or stage control, stage advantage. So there's this whole thing of stage control. You're more of a disadvantage spot by sitting here on the ledge, but some characters have projectiles to just kind of be able to stand here and just like charge a projectile and throw it at you. And then it goes down to whoever can control. And honestly, it gets very complicated from there. Right, so your main goal is for like positioning wise, is to like stay in the middle here, have most stage control. You want the opponent on the ledge here, right? Even if it's a projectile character, they're still in a bad spot if you approach them with like, if you approach them with like a burst option. Bowser dash attack, it was one of those burst options that I was worried about. Remember when I just countered out of nowhere and then you used Bowser dash attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what I was looking out for. Like a burst option when you were in that disadvantage spot, right?
Gotcha.
But whenever you're over in this spot, and the opponent has more stage control to back off to, you want to be more careful. And hell, you can even like use the platforms to jump around. There's a lot you can do and think about. But that's
Gotcha.
that's like neutral. Like I say, disadvantage. There's a lot of different states for like disadvantage, right? So a good few ones to keep in mind are just being comboed in general, right? Because right now, let's say you're being comboed, right? Now you're in a bad spot. You're above,
Yeah.
you're right above me, and you're getting hit. You're taking damage and all that. Now it's your decision whether to go over to the platform or to go over off stage to make it harder for the opponent to like
Okay.
keep you in that disadvantage state. Because then there's the juggling.
I guess it would just depend on who you're going against, right?
Yeah, it actually would, because based on characters, if you're fighting
'Cause I
like an
feel like-
Ivysaur compared to like, I don't know,
I feel like if I was
Pichu,
playing a Bowser and I was getting stringed by Mario, I wouldn't want to jump off, right?
you'd want to
being
jump
so
off
big.
actually. You'd actually
really?
want to, because what happens is, let's say Mario's like comboing you with like the up airs, right? You're stuck in that combo, and they're able to use these platforms to just kill you off the top with up B. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I guess from my mind, I was thinking because Mario, his up throw at low percent combos into his
Into his
fair,
down air, right?
I just figured he would be able to
Yeah, he'd be able to go
Fight
in
me.
fair, you know, right? Sorry,
Okay, makes
I don't know
sense.
if you cut off there, but yeah. What happens is, would you?
I just said I thought that Mario, because his combos, you know, the up throw, down air, fair or full hop fair. I figured if I jumped off, then he'd be able to spike me.
You also have to consider DI, because
Sure.
Mario's have to actually read your DI in order to get that forward air. Otherwise, they just can't hit it. It's not true. Where
Okay.
if you were getting up aired on platforms like this, right, and then you were getting up B killed, you were stuck in hit stun until you got up B,
Gotcha.
or
Okay.
until after the up B, which could kill you anyway. So would you rather take the chance of dying off stage with a forward air, which you can actually avoid, or would you rather take the chance of going up to these platforms and then just die, guaranteed death from
Okay.
you know up B? You know, that's
Yeah,
that's
it
what I
makes
mean
sense.
like by like deciding your options in like a disadvantage spot.
Okay. Makes sense.
So yeah, in a disadvantage, like I said, it's just to reset neutral and everything, and you know all advantage is just the opposite of disadvantage. It's just trying to take advantage of the opponent's limited options.
Gotcha.
Because if you have unlimited options, right, that means you're able to do anything you want. But if you're limited on your options, that means you have a limited amount of picks to pick from. And that's where like baiting and punishing comes from. Because then if the opponent air dodges, then you're able to forward smash. Because let's say you read that, and guess what? You got the kill there, right?
Gotcha. Okay.
It just gets you
So-
like a general better idea of what you should do in like advantage. What you're trying to do is take advantage of those limited options that the opponent has, right?
Okay, that makes sense. And I think maybe because I play so passive.
You play very defensive. You like back off and like you roll around. You play very
Yeah.
passive. You're like stuck in shield. And when I do approach you, that's when you like up you out of shield. And I can get that. I can understand that with like Bowser, right? Because a lot of people just decided to like attack your shield, and guess what? You have a free up you out of shield for damage and everything. And then now you're in a good
Yeah.
spot. For me, I was able to get around those up Bs. Sometimes I did get hit, and then I just kind of ran straight into it, right? But there's those times where I was able to get around it by holding shield and then using up smash out of shield and all that.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah. No, I do. It makes sense. Yeah.
Is there any questions about those states so far?
I don't think so. I think a big thing is with me playing so passive, when I do get into an advantage state, I kind of lose it because I'm still playing the same way as passive. So
Yeah.
you're still able to play the same. Where like if I had you at like 100 damage, even if I had you at like 50, you'd have to be like, oh shit, I gotta watch out for his smash attack, shit like that. But
Now-
if I'm always playing passive, you get to always engage.
Just as I say, percents don't really matter in terms of fundamentals. It's just like a scare factor, I guess. Right? Let's say I was like using or let's say I was at 100, right? And you were always using your kill moves. Well, if I knew what your kill moves were all the time, that means I could just play against your kill moves, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
let's say you were always trying to use forward smash to kill me. Well, okay, well I'm just going to run up and shield while you forward smash me at 100%. Guess what? That's a free punish for me.
Yeah.
So, it's not always based on percent on how you play. That's why you see like players like, I don't know, I haven't watched any like top gameplay, but for like top players, right? They end up being at like 100 something, and then they make like a 50% combo, and then they die. That means they're just like taking advantage of what the opponent's like trying to do in terms of like
Gotcha.
they're trying to kill you basically, and you just take advantage of that too. There's so much to it, to be honest, but that's just a general basic idea of it, I would say.
Gotcha. Okay.
So percents, I wouldn't say they mattered as much as you think they do.
Makes sense. Yeah. I mean, this in the last competition I was watching with Leon playing Bowser, they were saying that stocks basically don't matter when it's Donkey Kong versus Bowser.
Oh yeah. Leon was the Bowser player, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What was the Donkey player or Donkey?
It was like Chunky Kong or something.
Chunky
or
Kong? Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. For Bowser, he's able to take so many hits, right? So percent doesn't really matter in terms of that. So what Chunky Kong can do is he could just throw you off the stage, and you may not be able to just make it back. He can also like hit you against the stage here with like a back throw from like cargo throw, and you can just die there.
Yeah.
So sometimes percent just doesn't matter. It's what your stocks that just kind of count, and percent does matter, of course, but what you like when it comes to like, let's say you're getting 2 stocked, you're at 100%, and all of a sudden you're able to take a stock. If you're able to just deal the percent and then get the kill move out like perfectly, that stock literally just didn't matter.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's something like that, I would say. Sometimes the
Okay.
commentators just don't know what they're talking about at some points, but
Yeah.
you know, just some general basic stuff, I guess.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
So do you see any big things that I could work on? Like I'm sure you do, but what are some things that you see that I need to work on?
So, like I was going on about for the whole fundamentals area, I think you should be working on like just approaching a little more. Because if you're always playing this passive Bowser, at some point there's going to be a player that just knows how to deal with that passive play.
Okay.
Right? So I would say you should implement more grabs. Stay on the ground a little more. Just try to be on the ground a little more, because Bowser's very, very scary when he's on the ground. When he's in the air, oh my god, the matchup's so much easier to play out. But if you're on the ground, you're using your tilts. You're using, like, up tilt's a good one. Forward tilt's a good one for ledge trapping. Down tilt's just so good too. Like, use down tilt on me right now. It sends me at an angle that can set me into like a tech situation, which isn't good for me at all. And that's good for you, because then you can be like, okay, I'm gonna read like a roll in, right? And then that's like a free forward smash. Now, forward tilt and down tilt is a good way to punish or put up some ledge trapping, right? And then you should focus on what the opponent chooses next, right? So what the opponent can do is use jump, get up attack, right? Neutral get up, you know, roll, and then like I said, the forward air. And now there's also the whole just sitting here and waiting and then choosing an option, which is what I did against you earlier. And that's where you were like, what do I do here? You were like standing here, you were like, okay, what do I do? Because I was just sitting here, I wasn't doing anything, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I would say ledge trap a little more with like a down tilt, a forward tilt, right? And then based on what the opponent picks, that means you should be like looking out for that a little more.
Okay. Makes sense, yeah.
You had a rolling problem. You had a really big rolling problem, actually. I think that just comes with you playing passive, but you shouldn't be relying on your rolls as much as you are. Do you know
Oh,
that
okay.
there's this mechanic with rolling? Hold on, let me kill myself.
The slowdown.
Yeah, there's the slowdown. It makes it so you have less invincibility, right? You can't like act out of the roll until like a whole second later. To be honest, it's really
Gotcha.
bad. It's really bad. It's the same with spot dodging. It's the same with air dodging. You know, it gets pretty bad actually.
4, 3,
Um,
1.
just in general, just try to just hold shield, right, a little more if you decide you're gonna just if you're gonna be like play defensive, not like roll around or anything. Because if you're scared of me, you shouldn't really be rolling around. Rolling isn't
Yeah.
really the best option for that, because then I can just bait out the roll and that's it. You die like I don't know, at 90. You're Bowser. It doesn't.
Gotcha.
That's hard to be like, oh, you die at 40 because you rolled one time, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. Those were just kind of the main things. I mean, your disadvantage was really bad, to be honest.
Okay.
What you did do good was when you used your fire. When you were like approaching with your fire, because fire is actually really safe on shield and it does so much damage too. It does so much shield damage too, so I can't just sit here and hold shield while you're like holding fire, because eventually it's just gonna go through my shield, right?
Okay.
So
So work on the disadvantage you're saying, like when you're in a disadvantage, or me myself.
when you're in a disadvantage, you like to
Okay,
jump
yeah.
up on the platforms and hold shield, and
So
you
you're
should-
saying come down more like here?
yeah, you should go to the ledge and then decide what you want to do from there. You should consider all your
Gotcha.
options on the ledge. But it depends on the opponent's positioning. If the opponent's mid-stage and you're like right here on the platform, just drop platform and use like a forward air.
Okay.
I think you should be dropping platform a little more instead of jumping around the platforms. Because if you're always jumping around platforms, that means it's going to be easier for me to just up air you.
Gotcha. Okay.
And like you can jump around platforms, so you have to make sure you're mixing it up and which direction you're doing and how you're dropping through platform. Like you can drop through platform just like this pretty much, right? You can just drop platform by standing on it. There's a lot of different ways you can consider doing it. And like I said earlier, I think you should consider grabbing more. If you do up throw, into nair,
Up throw to yeah.
it's a good way
Up
to
throw,
get some damage out. Up throw into nair. Just do up throw into full hop nair. That's all you gotta do.
Okay.
You almost had that. Do you know how to do the
Okay.
rising nair without like short hopping?
Like that?
Yeah, without short
without
hopping.
short hopping?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, actually, yeah. You just gotta make sure you're not landing with the nair. You gotta be rising with it. So you see it, how I'm like rising with it?
Okay.
Now you gotta do that after up throw too. You can do up air, that's good and all. But you gotta make sure you're like following DI and everything.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah.
But yeah, that's all I really saw from right now.
Okay. Makes sense. I think that's a big one, getting back to neutral.
Yeah, getting back to neutral. Oh my god, I think that would really help you out. You should also be using your tilts a little more, as well as using like your forward air
Yeah.
and all that. Because most of the time it was just up B, you know, all the outer
Up
shield.
B, fire, breath, side, smash.
Hmm. You shouldn't really be relying
Okay.
on those.
Yeah, I think Leon put it a good way of saying side smash is it's a gamble, it's a hit or miss. You hit it, you close out the stock very early, you miss it, you get fucked.
Oh yeah, you're putting in a
said
disadvantage
it- he
spot
said it.
immediately.
Yeah, he was saying if you miss it, be expected to be in the air for a while.
So we can go into more games if you want.
Okay.
Just try to put those ideas into your head. And I'll also call them out if you kind of need that help.
Okay. I'll
Alright.
do my best to implement them. Obviously, it will take time. It
I'm
won't
not
be,
gonna play Lucina because you already know my Lucina, so it gives you a better shot of getting those implemented ideas down. Like it's gonna be frustrating at first because guess what? That's the point of like learning and everything. But once you have it like down and everything, it makes your life so much easier. You're able to deal with like opponents that approach you constantly, and you're able to also deal with the camping characters. It's just you gotta learn the matchups in terms of those ideas too. Just I want to ask before we start playing too. How much do you know about frame data?
I know Bowser's for the most part. 6 on the up B, 6 on the side. I know his best options out of shield are side B and the side B and up B. 8 for his jab, 9 for his second one, I believe.
So you have Bowser's like generally memorized, I would say.
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay. Did you know what any of the other bars meant from like startup and everything, or no, not startup,
like on shield and stuff like that.
On shield, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least I think I do.
Do you mind telling me what you think it is?
Doesn't it I could be totally incorrect. Doesn't it take longer if you hit them when they're shielding? I described that very poorly.
No, I don't think so. Okay.
No, I know startup. I know end lag. Describe to me what on shield is.
Okay.
Because I might have an idea, but I think I might be wrong also.
On shield is the amount of frames you are vulnerable when you hit an opponent's shield. So it's the end lag. So let's say you were to use Bowser forward tilt. Do you remember what the on shield is?
I do not, off the top of my head.
Well, let's say it's -11, right? That means you are vulnerable for 11 frames before you can act again.
Okay. Oh, okay. So on shield is the same as end lag?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So if you're gonna challenge an opponent, like an opponent's shield, let's say, you want to be using the moves that are under -11 because most of the time they can't drop shield and punish you in time, right?
Okay, gotcha.
I'm gonna have to explain that in like another thing because right now
No. I think I know what you mean.
Okay.
As long as if it's the same thing as end lag, then I understand it.
And the blue bar is actually active frames, right? So it's gonna be how long the hitbox is gonna be out for.
Right.
That's what that means. We can start now. Just give it your best shot with the whole neutral interactions and everything. I did so much damage.
I know.
I can't say my Byleth is too great. I stopped playing her a while ago, but I still like playing her.
Oh, that was nasty. Oh my god.
Got you with back hit down smash. Oh, I almost had it. Okay. Oh, you almost had me there. Good dash tag. That was like a tomahawk right there. That was really good. Good for dropping there. See, that's the roll problem I was like talking about. Whenever you like ran up and then you go and roll away. That's what I was trying to talk about. I almost had you. Oh, you got more off that than I did. I can tell you that. That was good. Oh my god, I almost had you again.
Fucking grab's insane.
You almost died there too.
I know.
I weaponed way too early there. Oh, you got me. Got me real good. Oh, nice. Yeah, my bioth is so out of practice. Oh my god.
So I take it as you're a sortie main?
Oh yeah, I love sorties.
Dude, I tried to get into it. I just felt like it was death by a paper cut. I felt like I'd have to sit there for half an hour doing like the same neutral spacing, and then I don't know, I had such a hard time.
Learning sorties is just mainly is spacing, but you're also taking advantage of that like passiveness that you have too by like putting out a hitbox in front of you and being like, okay,
Yeah.
I should be safe in this part at least. Okay, no, okay. Dang it! I didn't want to get hit by that. Oh, nice. I was thinking you were just gonna roll behind me.
Oh. Thought that was on point.
I was actually meant to be up there.
Oh, fuck me.
Remember, the idea is just to get out of disadvantage.
Okay. What? I thought that would kill.
Good DI.
Do that.
Okay. I'll try grabbing. Not the best idea.
Bit. Oh my god.
You see why there's the decision of let's just go to the
Yeah,
Not sure.
I just I keep that habit, man.
yeah. That's the point in this. Break those bad habits. If I'm unable to break them, I'm a bad coach. I can tell you that right now.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
Well, you do have a bow and arrow.
Each battle a chance to grow.
Man, so just recently coming to Smash tournaments, can I say that the people that compete in Smash tournaments are really cool?
Really?
Yeah, we went there. The last time I went there with my brother, there was this kid. It was a melee tournament actually, because they were hosting an Ultimate and melee. And in the melee tournament, there was a Donkey Kong main, and every time he'd win, he would take off his shirt and pound on his fat titties. And then when he got beat by a Luigi, he started screaming, "You're cheating! This is cheating! Luigi in melee, that's cheating!"
That's funny.
Dude, it was awful. There was also little kids competing at the tournament, and whenever he'd beat a little kid, he'd go up to them and be like, "I beat you."
I've never met a guy who's willing to do that in a Smash tournament. That is
It was
actually
hilarious.
funny.
It was pretty good.
Because everyone wants to be nice to those kids, right?
I know, you'd think. I felt bad playing against little kids, like, I don't know.
Because you don't want to kick their ass.
Exactly. Although there's some kids that are like 13 and stuff that are really good.
I started playing Smash when I was like 15. That was really awful. I had a bad rolling problem actually. I would always roll with like a link, right? I'd do like
I
a
have
roll.
a bad rolling problem.
It was Smash 4 days too. It was like
Oh,
whenever
okay.
it was because Smash 4 you never had that like roll thing where it would like lag, right? So you would find people always rolling all over the Wi-Fi, right? And I was actually one of those kids, right? 15 and I was just rolling everywhere. And I would always like do a double roll into like a boomerang, and then I would be like, "Oh, look, I'm doing a forward air now, and I'm not rolling anymore. I don't spam projectiles." Every time I would be like, "Yeah, I don't spam. I spam projectiles. I was a Link queen."
This is not a random. You main hey, don't you?
Oh, I used to main him. That was sick, actually. Yeah, I gotta say that was actually sick. Pit doesn't have the greatest time against heavies, to be honest, actually.
Oh,
he got
that's
scared.
sad. That's sad.
He got scared. You're
What
dead.
are those things? Holy shit!
You lost your double jump after my down air, so I just knew you were dead.
That's some nest shit right there.
Like I said, I used to main this character actually. I mean, I guess I co-main him because I have to use him for bad matchups. Min Min was actually a bad one for Mythra and Pyra.
Damn. So, what made you coach for Proguides?
You mean like the origin story of like how I managed to do it, or like?
Well, I mean, I'd assume that you just found a love for Smash and decided to coach for Proguides, right?
Well, I mean, the thing was I really wasn't a coach before when I first started. This was like the first experience of like me coaching like for Smash Bros. And a lot of my friends were telling me like how I would be like a really bad coach and everything, right? And they just didn't believe in me as like the coach or anything like that, right?
Okay.
And one day, because Pro Guys used to do this thing where they would stream on their YouTube and they would have like a PR player like play on the stream, right? It was like a Philadelphia PR player. His name is Bong, right? What happened during the stream was I would just play against them at least like once every time the stream happened, because it would be like anyone plays, right? And I would just show up and then start kicking ass. One day I became friends with a guy actually like overseeing the whole thing, right? And then I asked him if it would be cool if I were like a coach, right? And he said, yeah, you'd totally be good for like coaching. And like I said, I've never like done coaching before, so it was kind of like a first thing, it was like a first experience kind of thing when I did this. And
That's cool, man.
it was all through the YouTube Proguides stream, since I made friends with the guy who ran the whole thing, which was really cool, honestly.
That is pretty cool, not gonna lie.
Just show up to a stream one day, just kick some ass, and then all of a sudden you're a coach the next day. It happened within 2 weeks. I'm not kidding. It was like the fastest experience to.
You know what?
Proguides.
You know what League is?
Yeah, I know League of Legends.
I was thinking about coaching on for League because I made it up to Diamond 2, which is the required for Proguides.
Do you think you
But,
are able to like explain stuff like clearly, man?
With
For
League?
like League at least, because I know nothing
Yeah,
about
dude.
League.
With League, I played League since I was like 14.
Oh my god.
I hate the game, man. I really do. I just can't coach. I don't like the game anymore. It's not fun to me. It's the community's shitty. I don't like that it's a team-based game. I don't like relying on other people. So my brother was like, "Try Smash, man. You might like it." I was like, "You think so?" And he's like, "Yeah, just try it." So I started playing Smash, and dude, I fell in love with it.
You get all these characters just like League, right? There's like hundreds of characters in League, right?
Yeah.
And then you
The-
have
the
a game
thing-
like this.
The thing I like about this game is that it's not team dependent. You're not worrying about your team to play unless you play duos. But in League, you know, you're a 5-person team. You have to worry about all your teammates performing well.
So you need like a whole setup for that.
Yeah, and when you play with random people online, sometimes people just don't give a shit. They don't feel like playing.
I
They
can
don't
tell
care if they
you, I
lose.
can tell you, I understand that feeling because of CS:GO. Oh my god, people are so toxic in that game. it's,
Dude,
it's so
I-
bad.
I've played CSGO a little bit, and I totally know what you mean.
Bro, none of them care. They just talk shit all the time, and I think that's due to some of the YouTubers of the community. Because I've watched a few. The
Yeah,
funny
everyone
ones.
wants to be the fucking next one.
Yeah, man. And all of it's just shitting on each other. It's not really funny when it's just not a good community at all. I can definitely understand what you mean by like the league.
Oh, nice. Yeah, man. I don't know. I was like, I'll just pour my time into Smash, try to get good at it. But it sucks when you're good at another game really competitively and it like doesn't really transition over. So like you're brand spanking new at something.
Oh yeah.
It's fun in the way you get to learn it, but it sucks because it's like you poured a ton of time into this other game.
And then you just stop playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I can understand that one. I don't have like any experience of doing that, but I can definitely say if I were to drop Smash right now, I would be very upset.
Yeah.
Because I put so much time into this. There's no way in hell I'd drop Smash in like a week or something like that. Like there's these
Yeah, I
people, there's
feel
like
that.
people that are like, oh my god, this game's so garbage. I've put like 80 hours into the game. And then you see me with like my 2,500 hours and I'm like, are you kidding me? There's no way in hell I'm dropping this
Damn.
game.
You have 2,000?
Yeah, I have 2,500 on my Switch. But I think I have more hours just based on how many tournaments I've been into. Like over the
Yeah, that's
past
fair.
for like COVID, I've gotten like over 1,000 hours. My hour count was basically like 1,200 when COVID first started, and it's like that was the first year or two of Smash Ultimate being out, right?
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, well, I think I have more hours because I've been to all these tournaments and I've placed so well and everything. And you know, I can't really explain like the whole. Oh look, I can say I've gotten 800 hours in tournament hours at least, because there's so, like why would you say that, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I just say you've gotten more hours in that.
Yeah, I don't know how many hours I have exactly. I think I have 200 on this account, but this isn't my Switch, and I didn't make an account on it until recently.
Hmm.
So I usually been playing off my brother's account. But no, yeah. So how do you know Vitality? Are you guys friends in real life or?
Oh no, he actually recently joined Proguides and he started texting in the Discord for the Proguides Discord, and he was like, "Oh, I'm confident I'm getting it today," and I was like, "You know what? This guy just messaged me. I see he wanted to learn Ness, and I see on his profile he plays Ness. I probably could have directed you to Indestructible like immediately because he knows Ness probably way better
Yeah.
than Vitality, but I wanted to give him a shot because it's so hard. When I first started, oh my god, it took forever getting anyone because it's like you're new. Why would you risk paying a new guy when you can get like a 500 star from Indestructible,
Yeah.
right? Like, yeah, it may be cheaper. Cheaper. What? I may be cheaper, but why would you spend that money on someone you don't know at all compared to like a
Yeah.
500 5-star guy, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's
Yeah.
why I was like, I might as well just direct this person to him. He knows a little bit. It might as well. It might end well, and it did end well. And then all of a sudden, he's got 3 stars on his 3rd session. Oh, oh.
Yeah. Because I was talking to him about that because, like I said, we're in the same Discord server.
What did he say to that?
Well, I went in there because I was gonna tell him because I just joined a crew for Smash,
Oh, really?
and yeah, and I was saying, wouldn't it be cool if we go against each other? And I think he might have actually took offense to that, but he was like, oh, that's cool, that's cool. I was like, what's up with you, man? Why do you seem down? He's like, nothing. I just had a shitty student. I was like, oh, why? What happened? He's like, well, he wanted me to teach. I don't even remember who he said it was. It was like Roy or some shit. I can't remember. And he's like, and I'm teaching him. And then he says, okay, well, I already know all this stuff. You're not really teaching me anything. And I was like, oh, man. And he's like, yeah, so I was just trying to teach him what to do. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, did he actually already know that stuff? And he's like, I don't think so. He wasn't doing any of it. I was like, oh, that makes sense. And he was like, yeah, so I just told him, like, he needs to work on this stuff. And he essentially called me a bad coach because he said that I just only know the basics. I don't know blah blah blah. Basically saying he doesn't know really like anything above basics. I was
Well,
like, damn.
I think like a Wario player, yeah, that's gonna be rough because I remember when I was teaching someone in terms of like Wario, right? Because I didn't really know much about Wario, but I know how to at least teach the guy, okay, this is what you need to do fundamentally, right? Like I can teach you Bowser, right? But I feel like you need to learn your fundamentals more and all of that, right? But in terms of like a character, like Wario, I play Swordies. I don't have Wario in my, you know,
Yeah.
I don't have Wario. I don't have like a heavy. I can understand how they play at least, but in general, for Wario, I mean, okay, just think of some ideas, right? Okay, and then tell him, okay, this is what my idea is. You should give it a shot. And if he's not doing it in game, clearly he's not trying hard enough for that. And I mean, I've had one bad student who's done that, but like I've explained everything, and then all of a sudden they're like, okay, well, I don't really understand, and I was like, okay, I'll explain it again. He still doesn't understand. Well, clearly my way of thinking just doesn't work with his way, so it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Right?
Also, sometimes ego comes into play.
Oh yeah.
You know, it can be sometimes if someone thinks they know a lot about the game and you tell them, oh, you actually don't know. You know, some people can take offense to that and it becomes like an ego problem.
Yeah. That I don't think I have that problem, to be honest. But if I do, I know where to fix it at least, because I end up
Yeah.
overthinking.
No, this went really well, man. Honestly, it gives me some new stuff to work on. I think definitely, I'm I'm gonna come back. I'll probably come back to you because I don't wanna roll my dice on a different coach and then like obviously I'm sure Indestructible, Lord Xavier, I'm sure they could teach me like a bunch of stuff, but I don't want to roll my dice with other Elite Smash coaches because just on the odds of what if they're around my skill level.
Yeah, that's true. The only reason why I'm not like state ranked or anything is because of my consistency, actually.
Yeah.
That's actually the whole reason why I'm not. Like, you can see I'm a good player, right?
Yeah, no. And obviously you're at least from what I see, and I'm not just saying this to inflate your ego.
Oh no, trust me, it's not gonna do anything. I know how bad I am.
You're definitely a lot better than Elite Smash, at least being just Elite Smash, because we're around the same GSP and you kick my ass.
Yep.
It's definitely you probably play a lot more offline and a lot like that.
Yeah, I've done offline. You can even search up my tag actually, and you'll find like videos of me playing offline and everything. It's really cool.
Yeah.
You'll actually find one tournament that was called GamerCon from like 2 years ago. It was in 2019, in March. It's called GamerCon 3, right? And I actually placed 17th out of like 244 people.
Oh wow.
And that was the only like big major kind of place I've been to, like ever.
Damn.
And I placed really well. I played against, the Pac-Man Kiwi.
The Pac-Man Kiwi?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh wait, maybe you don't know actually. What area are you in terms of like? Are you in the U.S. actually?
I am in the West. Wait, are you talking about the player?
Yeah, the player Kiwi.
Oh yeah. I thought you were talking about like his like belt and stuff, like
Oh.
his Apple, his belt.
No. I'm talking
Okay,
like
but
yeah, Kiwi. I ended up fighting Kiwi. I actually took her to game 2. No, game 3. It was game 3, and it was a best of 3. So I ended up taking her to game 3. It was a really cool experience actually.
Damn.
It was really
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
Yeah, and then Kiwi lost immediately after playing me. So it's not the end of the world. I knew if I beat her, I would have lost right after too. But it was really cool.
That's how I feel, man. I just wanna win more tournaments. I know it's gonna be a pain in the ass, but I got like a little taste of winning a local. Now I just wanna I wanna keep going and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you're gonna wanna find places where there's actually like really good players, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna if you like go through the ranks basically. I'm not trying to be, but if you're going through the ranks of like all the players and everything, and then you're just improving every season of like the whole tournament season at least, you'll definitely see more results the more you practice and play with those guys, because the offline like sets you off. Like online, there's so much you can do online, but offline there's so much more. Like online there's only so much, and then offline there's way more, because you're able to react. You're able to actually like ledge trap be able to react to ledge trapping. You're also able to do a disadvantage and advantage way better. There's so much more to offline that you can do than from online, and it would definitely show through more practice and everything.
So I'm sure you already know. Do you know who Mewtwo King is?
Yeah,
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, I know Mewtwo King.
So for my birthday, my brother bought me a coaching session with him.
On Metafy?
I'm not sure what it was. It was like $70-something he paid for it.
Yeah, Metafy is where he actually does that stuff.
Let me see if I can get.
People shit on Proguides because Metafy is just such a better place.
Yeah, it is Metafly.
Yeah.
What a cool guy. What a super fucking weird guy. But what a cool guy. He's cool. Really weird. But what he was saying is you know how I play very defensive?
Yeah.
He said that's bad habits formed from playing online.
Oh yeah.
he said because I always, like you saw, I play very defensive, and he said that comes from playing online with lag and delay and stuff like that. And he said that when you go to offline tournaments and stuff like that, that everybody's gonna be a lot more aggressive. It won't be the same.
Yeah, online, like camping is just such a good strat online because it's so hard to react. Like I said, reacting is like a big thing when you're able to do anything offline.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, you can come to like me for like coaching sessions online, and then I could be like, oh, you should work on this and that and this and that. But the best way to show off all that stuff is just to go offline.
Yeah. No, I totally feel that. I'll be honest, when I was hiring you, I was kind of scared. I was like, oh no, it says Elite Smash. I'm also Elite Smash. I was like, oh man, is this gonna be a guy where like around the same skill level? And then you beat my ass, and I was like, oh okay, so this guy's way better than average.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Oh, my ego. Oh, my ego. All right, here. How about this? We'll end this session on a best of 3. I'll play my main, Pyramithra. And
Pyramithra, oh man.
yeah, the new characters,
Okay.
and then we can end it here.
Okay, sounds good.
All right,
Best of luck.
you too, man.
Pyramithra is such a pain in the ass because her down smash cancels my dare, or her up smash. I mean, sorry.
Oh yeah, their up smash is good, but on platforms, actually, a cool thing. Actually, go to the platform real quick. You're able to tough guy through her up smash. Actually.
Oh really?
Yeah. You see that? Just hold shield while taking the up smash. Well, hold on. Let me hit you with up smash first, and then shield. Okay.
Okay.
See, you're able to tough guy
wow.
right through it. So when you're on a platform here, it's much easier to just hold shield, so you're not getting up smash. But
Yeah.
again, it's situation dependent. Here, just deal 29% to me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Whatever. Okay.
Ready? Let's go.
Let's start at 15. Let's start at 15 on the timer up there.
Oh wow! I didn't. Wow.
It's a strong move, actually. Oh, my ego, man. Look at that. Look how big that is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh.
That's death. Wait, no, that's not death.
I know how to DI. I'm a good player, I swear.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that one was rough.
Side grab will definitely kill now.
Not if you grab me. I can sit here all day, man. Come here. I'm the one with the lead here. I'm okay with just running around the stage and just doing stuff.
That's death.
Yeah, it's not, there's no way. There's no way. Oh.
Now, if I grabbed you in there, that would have been cool, but it didn't happen. Yeah.
Did you
The
mash
spear.
there? Did you mash there, or
No, I
you were just as
didn't.
scared of the down air?
I was.
Power the Aegis.
Okay. I'll take the blindfold off, okay?
Okay, take the blindfold off, bro. That's it. All right. Show me your real skill. Show me it. At the end of the session, just show me it.
Okay, I'll let you have it for real now.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm scared, man. Your skill's really menacing.
1, go!
This is all for a YouTube video.
Oh my god, it's working. It's working. Oh, I didn't expect that. It's working. It's working. See how useful that is? Now knowing that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, why was I mashing during that? Nope. Okay, that one will kill that.
Yep. That's about what I expected. I should have just grabbed the ledger.
Would have been smarter. That side B's gonna kill me, I can tell you that. It's gonna kill me. Oh, okay. I accidentally used my double jump. That's what happened. You got a really good lead on me.
Ooh.
I was gonna try and get you killed. I was just holding.
Oh my god, I jumped into that.
Okay. No. Not my watch. Okay. There we go.
Oh my god. The
Didn't
comeback.
expect that at all.
I didn't.
Power the Aegis.
Let's see. Oh, that's what the goddamn for. Oh yeah, that was it, by the way. That was the end of the best of.
Oh, gotcha,
three.
gotcha.
Don't worry.
Alright. No, really. Now that the session's out, I'll take my blindfold off.
Oh, okay. All right. You had two. That was the whole mix-up
I
here.
just spare your feelings.
You had two blindfolds. That's what happened.
I'll stop playing on Joy-Cons, I promise.
Oh, okay. Yep. All right. Just
Alright, man.
power went out. Whoops.
Thanks for whooping my ass today and showing me some neat stuff.
No problem.
Definitely
man.
gonna work on that landing. Not so aggressive on the stage. Not so always landing back on platforms. Trying to mix it up.
Yeah, you wanna
Going to the
drop
ledge once in a while.
platforms. You wanna drop platforms. You were doing a lot better at the end there actually, because you were dropping platforms.
Yeah, a little bit. I noticed that I was still, obviously it'll take some time to get better at, but I was still instead of dropping to the ledge sometimes. I was consistently dropping to the top platform, which then
Yeah.
all you had to do just run under. So like I gotta start either if I'm gonna either do that or I gotta sometimes drop to the ledge instead.
You gotta for like off stage, by the way, there's high recovery and there's low recovery. Low recovery is always grabbing the ledge, and the high recovery is going all over the ledge all the time. What you keep doing is you keep trying to jump over the ledge and like using down air and landing on the platform, that stuff. You want to rely on going to the ledge most of the time. You have invincibility. You have 5 different options you can pick. You're not always using your up B to get to like a platform or anything, right? Those are just 3 good things right off the top of my head. That going to the ledge is just way more consistent. And then it's just like, okay, well, the whole point is to get out of a disadvantage, right? So you have 5 options to do that from the ledge. Well, technically 6, but you can use all of them as long as you think of a way to get around what the opponent's trying to do. And you got to also think about, okay, are they baiting you into something? Just right now, think about how you're getting past the opponent first. Don't go into okay, the opponent's going to punish me this way until he actually does that.
Yeah. I'll say honestly, with just those few tips you gave me, I feel like that's already helping me improve a little bit. But thanks, man. Honestly, thanks for the session and everything. I'll most definitely be back. I'm not sure when because money's expensive and shit.
Yeah, don't worry about that. If you need time to do like anything with like money or anything, don't worry about it. It's not gonna be the end of the world. This is like a side thing for me anyway, so it's not like I'm begging you. Oh, please come back.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of students just one session leave, right? They're one and done. So it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
For this ending session here, you know how to leave a review, right? You did that with the last 2 sessions you've had?
Yeah. I've done like league sessions and stuff like that before.
Okay, alright. So I don't need to explain that, but it's just clicking end session, and there it is. Boom, easy, done. I'll text you when the report card is done, as well as when the video is up. There's gonna be 4 videos posted, so it's gonna take a little bit.
Hey, that works. That's perfect, man.
Alright.
Alright. Thanks for everything, man. I'll catch you later.
Yep, see ya.
See ya.